Alrighty, the next quest in the Manderville Endwalker questline is the Spectacle of Inspection, given to us by Delion. We are, as usual, near the Aetheryte. What's this place to train thing? I think I looked this up and I didn't want it. But I have figured out that the Manderville... whatever. I think it's part of like that, not Earth, Wind, and Fire, but Land, Sea, and Air, I think. Which I've not done any of in any of the expansions, so I really don't know. But I have figured out that I actually do want some of these Manderville weapons, and it costs 1,500 poetics at a time. You have to buy 3 meteorites, and each of them is 500. Let's see if that's here. It's not here. I wonder where it is. I wonder if you buy them from the retainer dude himself. But they're item level 615. They're really gonna just be for glamour purposes. Oh, it's this dude. Jubrunna. Or girl, sorry. I was far away, sorry. Okay, I guess you talk to this, yeah, whatever. But for instance, the one for warrior is cool, but I'm not at the level for it yet. This is level 90 stuff. I did see the white mage one looks cool. So I could start that if I wanted to. Paladin was kind of meh. Dragoon was a little cool, might do that. Black mage, eh. I didn't see one for Picto. But Picto didn't come out until Dawn Trail, so that's probably why. Red Mage was okay, but like the coolest ones I think were Warrior, and you can look them up online pretty easily. Warrior, Dark Knight, Gunbreaker. Monk was kind of cool. Reaper was cool. I don't see anything for Viper, just like Picto for the same reason. Sam was okay. Like the Sam and Ninja ones are kind of okay. Dragoon was kind of okay. I'd probably get them just to have something to spend. Machinist was cool. The healers were kind of like meh, except for White Mage was pretty okay. So yeah. Anyway, sorry. Let's do this quest. It was Manderville related, so you know, whatever. The Spectacle of Inspection. Let's go. Mercy, what suspiciously auspicious timing. I was just thinking of you, and suddenly you appear. As I'm sure you recall, Master PuPu claimed his purpose in coming to our world was to search for a missing comrade, which is, of course, merely a cover for his true objective, laying the groundwork for a full-scale invasion. But I understand the skeptical masses will demand proof of this sinister operation, thus did I decide to bide my time and keep my eyes open and let things play out. And no sooner had I resolved to do so, when I received word concerning the inspector. It seems they've made progress in tracking down our alien friend's friend. This could be my chance. I say my chance, but I can hardly stand against this cosmic conspiracy alone. You are coming along, yes? Oh, shoot, I'm still warrior. Whoops. My options are I wouldn't dream of letting you investigate PuPu by yourself, or the truth will out, or something truth adjacent at the very least. I wouldn't dream of letting you investigate PuPu by yourself. Then let us be on our way. They were headed to Palaka's stand, and we don't want to miss even the smallest development. Get back to a level appropriate. 150 teleports us to Palaka's stand with the reduced rates. Yeah. And just to the east of the Aetheryte, we find Hildy and Nashu and PuPu. We have a cutscene. Delion joins us as well. My loyal associates, come to admire the spectacle of inspection, have you? As well you should. Look, Master PuPu, Mercy has come to help. Spreading her arms wide. Thank you, Mercy. You are too kind. He runs in a circle. My options are what? No more poo-pooing? Or you speak our language now? No echo or universal translator what's it's required? You speak our language now? No echo or universal translator what's required? It was no great chore to master your tongue. The grammar and syntax is relatively simplistic. Such a terrifying intellect. What hope do we have to prevail against it? So how did you narrow down the search to this particular area exactly? Why, my tried and true inspector's sense, my dear fellow. All the perceptible and imperceptible signs pointed me in this direction, although they did neglect to include a precise location. For that, we must rely on another tried and true inspecting technique, interrogation. Spread out everyone and question the locals on any PuPu-shaped sightings. Oh gosh. PuPu gives a vigorous double head nod. Everybody starts walking out of the cutscene. We see the Lalafell little man was hiding behind some hay stacks. Yeah, that's an appropriate term for him. We will talk to this sack counter first, because it was in my eyesight. Now that you mention it, I did see something like that in the west of the shroud. Might have mistaken it for a small child if not for the way it moved. Sort of a furtive scamper. Creepy. That's pretty accurate. That's what we're looking for, I think. A crate inspector? Oh yes, I spotted just such an odd little creature in the jungle on my way back from the city markets. Only it wasn't alone. It was in the company of a rather unusual gentleman. Sickly pale he was, and radiating an unpleasant smell. I felt obliged to keep my distance. We reconnect with Hildy, who is interrogating another person. Cutscene. Hildy bows. Nashu is asleep, standing up. Wakes up in a little, her usual panic. Mercy, have your investigations borne fruit? Mine own carefully crafted queries place an individual of Master PuPu's proportions in the south of the shroud. I say something similar. To the west, your sources say. I asked around, and there have been a few sightings in the jungle, somewhere to the north. If we have sightings to the north, south, and west, then that must mean Master PuPu has more friends here than he realized. I am not that gregarious. I have precisely one friend on this world. Could it be doppelgangers? No, too simple, too obvious. It's more likely the same alien wandering the jungle, being spotted in different locations by different eyewitnesses. Which just means we need to... I can't believe I'm suggesting this. Split up and search the whole area. A fair proposition. Very well, then. Oh. Aho, are we launching a search party? Says Godbert, joining us. In his tuxedo. Father, have you been following me? Nothing of the sort. I was engaging in feats of physicality while my mind grappled with the mysteries of Mandervillian weapon forging, hoping to turn perspiration into inspiration, as it were. But I'm afraid the burning field's wooden men are poor muses when compared to the stimulus a worthy opponent provides. Mayhap if I join you and the indomitable Mercy in your endeavor, then happenstance will deliver the challenge I require. You are continuing the case of the silent correspondent, yes? Have you need of an extra pair of eyes? As many as you can spare. I was about to assign teams to the search, as a matter of fact. This village sits in the shroud's east, so let us divvy up the remaining directions, shall we? Nashu and I will head south. Mercy and Master PuPu to the west, if you please. Yay, cool. I get to travel with the alien. DeLorean. DeLorean from Back to the Future. DeLorean, you and my father will have the north. That's Delion. Also, also, the Shroud of Samga is awfully big. How are we to keep in contact, much less coordinate our efforts? I had special link pearls made for just an occasion. We can chatter in each other's ears as much as we like. She hands them out. Are you mad? The Charlines will listen in on everything we're saying. Really? All the way out here? I shouldn't think their hearing is that good. But seeing as you mislike link pearls so much, Lord Godbert can hold the one for your team. Godbert takes it. Link pearls, what a tremendous foresight. Now, let us proceed with our investigation. Vigorous double head nod from PuPu. Regular nods from the rest of us. We all go walking in our different directions. Talk to PuPu to continue. Sorry. The inspector wishes us to search in the west of the jungle, yes? I will follow your lead. Hell yeah. Some chances to talk to PuPu without the others around to listen, conspire upon us. We get a little optional chat area. Discuss the river. A river flowing right at our feet. Many stars have I visited in the cosmos, but precious few have such a bounty of water as this one. Your home is a rare treasure. How about just the regular talk? Aetherius must be a wonderful star to call home, so rich in resources. Is he conspiring to steal our resources? We have a vantage point to look from. Surveying. 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 I see no trace of my comrade. But what of these black-furred beings? Are they friends of yours? Fellow people of Aetherius? He is speaking of the Ufiti, which are gorillas. My options are, those are a type of Sasquatch, by which I mean no. Or, vaguely people-shaped perhaps, but not people. Not particularly friendly either. Vaguely people-shaped, perhaps, but not people. Not particularly friendly either. There is a greater variety of species here than I anticipated. I shall have to collect more samples. Let's keep moving. No, let's go. I'm done. Sorry. Oh, optional chat bubble thingy. PuPu. Again, this talk thingy is just going to be the same. Discuss the rocky outcrops. The rock formations on this island remind me of my home star. They have the same vibrant hues, the same stark beauty, if only... But never mind that. We have a friend to find. Fly west some more, a little bit north. We have another vantage point. Another survey. No sign of my friend here either. But these white-furred individuals, they are surely one of your civilized races, yes? I used to talk about some lemurs. My options are, those are beastkin, monkeys. My other option, also not people, mind the poop throwing. Also not people, mind the poop throwing. I find it difficult to tell the difference. One semi-intelligent life form is much the same as another. Well, never mind, moving on. Wait a second, are you calling me only semi-intelligent? You know, it's true, but still you don't say that to people's faces. Vantage point numero 3. No optional chats along the way. Cutscene. I'm looking around. PuPu is just... he might be looking, he might be channeling. His eyes were closed, so probably... Nothing. Not even a little burnt circle in the grass. Nice. The friend I'm looking for, we grew up together. We were always together. We even shared the same dream, to roam the great expanse of the cosmos. We worked hard and supported one another until we both had starships of our very own. Then the universe was ours to explore. How fleeting that feeling of triumph. I cock my head. Ah, but that is another tale entirely. I simply wished to express how dear this friend is to me. Get a link pearl call. Hello, is this thing on? This is Nashu. We think we may have found PuPu's friend. Come to Perusa as quickly as you can. Vigorous head nod from PuPu. Yes, let's take my starship. It's the fastest way. No thank you, but I nod apparently, so I guess we're doing it. Screen goes black. Meanwhile, at Perusa, on the black screen, which is kind of like a, the temple might be inside, but, oh, Godbert comes racing to us with Delion clinging to him around his neck. Godbert slows to a stop, launching Delion over his head. In the little, not ruins maybe, but like these stone kind of pillars and temple. We saw this tiny little shadowy figure, little running along. Hail, dear comrade of Master PuPu, we come in peace. Pray reveal yourself. Arms spread wide open. We do see a mandragora. And another one. And another one, another one. They look kind of like the ones we fought in Final Fantasy XII. Wait, you're the mandragoras. Somebody says, I know that gentlemanly overlord's voice. Zombie? Yeah. We see a zombie brand. Yellow, like a completely open yellow shirt, showing the abs and chest. It's still zombie colored, but abs and chest. And like this goldish necklace. Yellow shorts that go down to like mid-thigh. He was being followed by a mandragora. He's got a wide brim straw hat. Master Zombie Brand, they said you were trapped in slumber, but I rejoice to see that is no longer the case. He's got some bangles around his wrists. Delion says, God, it's one of the Walking Dead. The mandragora with him has like some little tear kind of things coming from the eyes. Greetings, friends. I am a proud member of the Gentle Dead Men and disciple of Master Zombie Brand. He looks up to the mandragoras on the temple, nods to them. They look to each other and then jump down to join us. One of them is not a pumpkin head, so it's not the same as Nashu gives a little like preening, like, oh my god, they're so cute. What brings you here to Thavner, and in the company of Lenosha's infamous vegetable menace, no less? Allow me to some few precious moments of your lifespan to explain. It was a time when the maggots in my skull grew restless and wriggly. Tales of spoiled seedkin terrorizing the region of Boja reached our undead fraternity, and so on their behalf I traveled afar to recruit a rotten mandragora. A rotten mandragora. The camera zooms on the one with like the tears coming out. Looks kind of really patched up. Like kind of Frankensteinish. Or Frankenstein's monsterish, whatever. You see little stitchings here and there, like the one leg is yellow, stitched onto a white body, and the white right leg. Looks like the wax of a candle, like red wax that comes down from the face, mouth area. The eyes are purple, the tears are like the bluish. The right side of the head is stitched to the left that's white, the right is yellow. Has a fork stuck in its head with a bow on it. Right arm stitched to the white body, and the left arm is red and pink stitched together. After making his acquaintance, the festering fellow wished to introduce me to his brethren, who he assured me were no less rotten. Thus did I make next for Lenosha, that I might extend a feated hand in friendship. The other mandragora are all pretty similar, like they are what they are. So we have like tomato head, the tomato body, onion head, onion body, black head with a pinkish body, but I don't know what that would be. Just kind of a regular mandragora with a little pink flower on her head. When I arrived, however, I learned that one of their companions had been abducted by a strange flying vessel. What was a gentle dead man to do but aid in the search? I turned to the Thavnerian Truth, that reliable bastion of supernatural rumor-mongering, and lo and behold, an alien craft matching the Seedkin's description had been spotted here on the isle. Needless to say, we embarked on our journey forthwith. Delion is ecstatic that somebody read his. One of our faithful readers. I'm pleased to see that even in undeath, the hunger for truth is not wholly subsumed by the hunger for brains. Hildy crosses his arms. So, we find ourselves on the case of the misappropriated mandragora. This abductor will not evade my powers of discernment. Soon we'll need a case to carry all these cases. Yeah, we have a lot now. Although we finished the clone case. An abductor. I have a feeling we won't need to look far. We see the alien ship. Or at least an alien. Oh, yeah. It's carrying me in the tractor beam. Oh, yeah, that's an actual mount, isn't it? feel like I've seen it. Anyway, I've joined the party, as has PuPu. Ah, that may have been me. He turns to the ship, which launches itself into the air on its own. Has the tractor beam beaming down, letting go of Mandragora, and gently placing it back on the earth. Another onion head. Has a little bit of a sad looking face. The other 4 Mandragora that aren't stitched, well, the black one's a little bit stitched together, but not a ton, not as much as the other guy. Forgive me for taking your friend. In my sample collecting frenzy, I must have mistaken him for an edible plant of some kind. Understandable. You would not be the first to confuse a Mandragora with a salad ingredient. The main thing is that he is returned to us unharmed and uneaten. All's well that ends well. Now, if you'll excuse us, we should be getting back to Thanolin. Rotting flesh and humidity is an unpleasant combination. I'm gonna grab... This is a really cool screen grab for the thumbnail. Hopefully it won't be too large, like in file size, but we'll find out the sad way, probably. Zombie brand. I know they call the main Hildebrand zombie brand, but it's just easier for me to call them zombie brands. He goes walking away, followed by the 6 Mandragora. PuPu gives kind of a wave, watching them go. Looks sad. Hildy approaches PuPu and kneels in front of him. I'm saying him because it's just whatever. My apologies, Master PuPu. We seem to have missed the mark this time, but I swear to you, I shall not rest until you are reunited with your comrade. I almost believed your keen inspector sense to be a form of prognostication, but it really was just following your gut. And I'm afraid vague inspectorial feelings will take us only so far. We have an entire world to search, and for what we'd need, I don't know, a veritable army of inspectors. An army of inspectors. Uh-oh. Of course, I can simply clone a multitude of Hildebrands as I did before. Now, let's not do anything rash. The ship hovers over Hildy. He looks up, mouth agape. It tractors PuPu. Hildy tries to run, but is picked up and is like horizontal again, flailing about in the ship. And it starts thrashing about again, flipping upside down all around. Starts launching Hildy's. Oh, it launched one Hildy. And then tractor beam. PuPu comes down with Hildy still flailing on his back. Lands on his butt. Oh dear, the ship's matter duplication facility has been temperamental for a while, and now it's broken down completely. This clone is the last it will ever produce. Last ever, wow. I look up to the sky. Godbert follows my gaze, as does Delion and Nashu, as does this Hildy. And we see the other Hildy standing atop, like, the highest point on this building. Starts to lose his balance. Nashu looks panicked. Loses it completely. Falls. He hits a bunch of things on his way down. Breaks some pillars as he falls, which break another pillar. A couple of those pillar heads are rolling down this hill, like rolling after our Hildy, or a Hildy. The other Hildy is flattened. He is like cartoon flattened because he got rolled over by one of the pillars, or the pillar heads. I think the main Hildy is... Oh, he gets unflattened, the one that was rolled over. The main Hildy, maybe, is... He looks like he's made of pixels right now. He gets up from the weird position he was in. I'm kneeling, looking at him. Mouth agape a little bit, eyes wide. He indeed looks like he's made of Lego. And very, like, PlayStation 1 kind of pixelated. we're all kind of shocked by this. He looks to all of us. Starts doing his poses. They look strange. And they're not the same poses he's been doing, I think. His teeth do still sparkle, but he is losing his balance pretty easily. Doesn't fall this time, but stumbles a bit. My name is Brandy Hild. Nashu starts doing her thinking pose with her fist lightly tapping her chin. Inspector Brandy Hild? Why is he so blocky? The cloning process must have failed partway through. Allow me to euthanize this abnormality. Our Hildy, the main one apparently. Now, let's not do anything rash. He is smitten with this other Hildy. Unlike my former replicas, this one is highly unique, highly unlikely to be mistaken for me. And seeing as we're looking for extra helpers, I say we press this undefined fellow into service. Welcome to the team, Inspector Brandy Hild. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Fuck, I have to figure that out. Okay, hold on. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. That's better. One of the pillar heads just starts to roll away on its own. The two Hildies, okay, Godbert has lifted it above his head for some reason. He's just walking with it above his head. You know, you gotta get a workout. Oh, is he gonna repair them? He could repair the pillars, probably. But yeah, the Hildebrand and the Brandy Hild started doing their poses. Brandy Hild still having trouble not falling, like balance issues. We talked to Hildebrand to finish the quest. We made quite a mess of that temple ruin, but thanks to Father, it looks as good as new. Or would that be as good as old? In any event, I look forward to tackling the remainder of the case with my charming new contemporary. I am delighted to be a part of it. Oh, look how shy he is. He really is very charming. 1518 gil is our reward. And Delion, Gigi, PuPu, myself, Hildebrand, Nashu, Godbert, and Brandahild. All thank you for watching. We do so hope you've enjoyed. And we will see you. Can I spin this way? I'll do it. Yeah. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. GGG. GG. GGG. Brandahild. Godbert. Nashu. Hildebrand. PuPu. Delion. Bye.